Hi guys, I'm Lisa from Rarity's Boutique, also known as Rarity. You can call me whatever you want. Today I'm doing a Q&A to celebrate two things. My birthday is coming up, and I get excited about my birthday. And also, it's the 1 year anniversary of my business being a business. I started on April 28th is when I posted to Reddit, and I'll tell that story in just a sec. I'm going to actually start out right away with the questions because there's quite a few and I tend to rant, so I just want to go. Melanie asked, how did I get started? I actually made my first Rainbow Dash hoodie. I saw someone, Ellis something something on DeviantArt, uh, made a sketch of a Rainbow Dash hoodie, and I was like, that's awesome, I want to make it. So I spent my birthday making it because I was the only one home and everybody was at work, so I was just sat at home and I made it. And it took me, like, the first day was a good 10 hours of sewing to make my first one. It's quickened since then. But I posted it on Reddit because I was a lurker, and I was always on Reddit, especially My Little Pony. And it blew up from there. I got my first order, well, actually, like, first 5 orders within the next 24 hours. And my Etsy shop opened, and it's good to go. Next question, I guess. Virginia asked, what or who influenced you to pick Annie Pill fleece as your go-to fabric when making your hoodies? I actually picked Annie Pill because of the color options. I mean, even on this Vaporeon, there's at least 2 different blues. I think I have a choice of like 5 different blues. I really can pick any color and I can pretty much find it in Annie Pill. It just makes it that much easier to do all these different characters, custom stuff. Even in sweatshirt fleece, although I found stuff online, it is not nearly as much choice as like the Annie Pill. So that's why. It's also warm and fuzzy, and I like fuzzy. So, Anne asked, is making hoodies your full-time job, or do you have a side job? I actually have been making hoodies full-time since July of last year. Before that I worked for Gussie Sews, which is I was a seamstress for her. She's also a small business. This is where I learned all of my small business stuff. So if you ever want to own a small business, go work for one, because that's like my biggest advice. You can learn so much from someone like that. Chelsea asked, what does your workspace look like? Actually, I have a video of my workspace. It's on my Facebook. I can link it in this YouTube video somewhere. I don't know. I haven't learned all this crap yet. So I can do that. It's back when it was super clean and brand new. So it's not as accurate to what it looks like right now, but it's close enough. How many hoodies do you work on at one time? I make about 10 to 15 hoodies in a week. I work a really, really lot, and then I keep my weekends off so I can work on cosplay then. Also, what time of day do you start and end? I actually work a normal, like, 9 to 5 schedule because all my roomies are gone during that time, so it just makes it easier for me to focus, although I'm not very good at focusing. I like the internet too much. Justin asked, what was it like having found out that you sold your first item online? Were you excited or nervous? Both. I mean, oh my god, I was so nervous. I've only made stuff for myself, like, all my life. I've never made stuff for other people. I learned how to do pattern making. I know how to do it, but it's different actually doing it, especially over the internet, where can't take someone's measurements and you can't get it perfect. So, I mean, I knew how to do the quality. I knew how to do a good job, but just having someone entrust me with their money and entrust me with that work, like, without, like, reviews or experience or anything, I can't believe he was able to do that, and the same with everyone else who bought within, like, the first week. I didn't know what I was doing yet. It seems like everything turned out fine, though. No one's, like, been angry at me, so it's good. And since then, I've gotten 10 times better, so is it, like, focusing already? Anyway, my favorite question. Would you rather fight off 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? I swear this happens in every AMA I ever see. I have decided that 100 duck-sized horses would be way better because you can kick them. And I mean, they're not like they're gonna crawl up me and attack my face. It would just be stepping on my toes, and that's better than a duck, where ducks are freaking mean. I wouldn't want to take one of those on. So, and especially a large one. Anyway, Leonard, oh, and that was from Overmare, by the way, from DeviantArt. Leonard asks, do you have some sort of TARDIS? or DeLorean to help you have time to make all those hoodies and all those cosplays. Um, I actually, like I said, I work really hard during the week on hoodies, and then I usually spend my weekends just doing cosplay. I mean, you'd be surprised how much time you have when you set it aside. I I love cosplay, and generally what happens is I will be bad and I will do cosplay instead of hoodies, and then I'll really rush to get hoodies done before a convention, but you find the time. Plus, I am a really quick sewer when it comes to cosplay. I mean, my hoodies, I take my time and I make sure that they're really good, but for cosplay, I'm kind of lazy. I mean, I do, of course, cool stuff, I guess, but, I don't know. It's different when it's made for me. Um, if you could expand out from hoodies, what would you want to add to the store? This is from Craig. Hi, Craig! We talk on the internet all the time, too. I would actually have thought about it, and I have looked into it a little bit, but doing, like, custom pajama pants, where I would have an artist commission me a little chibi My Little Ponies, or I was gonna do evolutions, but I've ran into some trouble with that, so I'm gonna stay away from the evolutions for a while. But, like, I don't know, stuff that would be different enough so that I wouldn't get in trouble for copyright, but also would, you know, and so I'd have an artist make me a print, and then have a custom Rarities boutique / artist print pajama pant, because really that's what I wear every day. I wear my hoodie and a pair of pajama pants and some slippers, and that's what I wear every day, and I just feel like that's what these hoodies are kind of for, is lounging, but I mean, they're also for conventions too, but you know what I mean, just like, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I've been planning on going into. I also am wanting, I actually have my roomie is making I Heart Rarities Boutique shirts, so it's like, you know, the I Love NY, just because I feel like there's a lot of people out there who like my product but don't have enough money to pay for like an over $100 hoodie, but they can still show support with the t-shirt. It's something I'm looking into, but every time I actually start getting into it, I start getting a bajillion orders, and then I have to slow down, but it'll happen eventually. What is the favorite handmade hoodie that I created and sadly had to give away to a customer? This is from Alexa on Facebook. I actually had to give away the night guard, the one of Princess Luna's night guards from My Little Pony. I made that one as a custom. I actually made 2 of them, and I had to give them both away, and I'm sitting there going, but oh, I want to keep them. They're so cute. Also, every time I make an air elemental, I love those. Those are actually my favorite. I didn't even design it. That was my Tony. He designed that one, and I love it so much. And every time I want to just keep it for myself. She also asked what kind of cake I like. I don't like chocolate. Other than that, I will pretty much take anything. I especially like Jello cake. You know, where you take this cake and then you pour like hot Jello in there, and so it's like all soggy but delicious. That's probably like my favorite cake. Tim Lester asked, where do you plan on taking your business over the next year? I have looked into getting employees. I have looked into having it not like outsourcing to a different country, but possibly outsourcing in a way where I have like a mini factory here in Minnesota helping me out sometimes, because like I can handle 10 orders a week. I can't handle 50. And that's what I've been getting lately. And so that's why the lead time is so long, is because I have to like push it out until I can actually handle it. But my issue is that I really like doing this myself. I am very, very perfectionist about these hoodies. I like them to be exactly the way I want them. I don't want someone else picking out the fabric. Heck, I don't even order the fabric from online, because if you get it, sometimes it's not the perfect color or the perfect look, and it's, you know, super like bumpy, and where if you get it in person, you know exactly what you're getting. So I'm like super damn picky. I like it to be perfect. I'm giving my if you're gonna pay that much for a hoodie, I want it to be perfect as I can get it. So right now, I see my shop just staying exactly the same for the next year. Except for I do want to sell at conventions. I'm having a lot of trouble finding conventions to sell at. But I hope to keep getting up there and being able to sell at conventions someday. I'm not used to having a camera. By the way, I'm not used to having. There's a camera of me right here, and it's really distracting. So I'm sorry if I keep looking over at it. And then I've got my questions over here. So anyway, Jake, I from DeviantArt asked, "What is your favorite cosplay I have done so far?" I have. See, I'm kind of weird. I like the cosplay that I'm working on right now. You know, like when it's happening. And then once the cosplay's done, I'm kind of done with it. I don't know. I'm very weird. I gotta say, probably my favorite was Tiny Tina, and I never even introduced that at a con. It's completely finished. I spent a fortune on that thing, and I did one photo shoot, and haven't done anything else, and I still haven't gotten photos, so I don't have anything to show you guys. But it's really fun. I love Tiny Tina. She's like possibly my favorite video game character that's come out in a video game recently. Awesomeness. Anyway, and then have you ever considered cosplaying as Zelda? I have. Now, I really like to do cosplays of my facial features, and Zelda has a pointy nose. My nose isn't pointy. So, and she's very elf-like. I think that I'm more pixie-like than elf-like. So I tend to do cuter characters. I have thought of Zelda though. I really have, because her whole dress is gorgeous. Sheik will maybe be more my style though. And then lastly, actually, is a birthday question. Douche Fry from DeviantArt asked, what would you consider to be your best birthday experience so far? Like, of all my birthdays, I don't know. That's hard to say. I say that, I mean, on my 21st birthday, I was coming home from Rome. So, like, I was in the airplane all day, but still that high that you feel when you're coming home from a vacation like that. I think any time that I've been able to spend with my super supportive family and friends is a good day. My roomies are actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but they are my best friends. They always are there when I have questions. I'm bouncing off ideas. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have the Evolution hoodies, because they really push that I make them. And I've got Matt doing my stuff. I've got Josh, who comes with me sometimes to conventions. I've got Tony, who helps me design, and I mean, is always there for me. And then I've got my family, and they're insanely supportive. I can't get over how wonderful it is to have these supportive people, but then have you guys as supportive people. It's amazing. But yeah, that's actually done in the video, and I'm getting up to like 13 minutes now, so I kind of went over what I thought I was gonna do. I was only gonna do 10 minutes, but I'm here anyway. So yeah, that was my first Q&A. I hope it wasn't stupid. Yeah. Okay, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm surprised you watched the whole thing, but thank you. I love you. I love you so much. Okay, bye.